G'day, this is Captain Noob, and this is a DSR 50 sniper rifle pistol, apparently. This is a somewhat customizable stand-alone weapon. It is in alpha. It uses the hunting rifle animations, which I have got a Battlefield 1 replacer for. There's the bolt there, so it's going to be like we're sort of cranking that. And is this thing bullpup, or is the mag supposed to be there? Does it got two mags? Is it a two-shot weapon that fires two bullets out of these two mags? I don't really know. But this thing does look alright. The meshes and textures are actually really solid. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't scale with the player quite well. We'll see that a little bit later, but this thing is really fucking massive, especially in first person, like the Institute rifles. Getting into the attachments, first of all, we've got the barrel. You can have a standard barrel or a short one. That'll probably increase your AP or decrease your AP usage in VATS, but you do lose a little bit of range out of that. Interestingly, you gain accuracy. I don't know why that's a thing. And the scopes, 6 times is the smallest you can get, but you can get 20 and 40 times. There's like no situation where you'd want to have a 40 times scope on. That's kind of silly, but you've also got ones with CPUs in them. I like the look of the longer scope, but if I put on the CPU scope, it makes a barrel look longer, I guess, so that works. And for the muzzles, you can put a muzzle brake, a flash hider, a square suppressor, or a normal suppressor. The square suppressor doesn't penalize you for range, so that's what we're going to put on. Interestingly, it gives you better range than a flash hider, but whatever, eh? There's also a double up on here, so I think one of the attachment points need to be cleaned up or looked at. Hold out grip will increase recoil control and hipfire accuracy, which is nice for that. And also, look at the textures on the CPU scope. That's actually really cool. There's even glow maps on it as well. Awesome. You can't do anything with the magazine, and I guess that's where the magazine is placed. I don't know what that's doing there. I guess that's just a replacement magazine, so you can reload on the fly. And you can chuck on a bipod, either folded or unfolded. I'm going to leave it unfolded because, you know, having sniper rifles in an unfolded bipod, even though we can't use it in this game, is very aesthetically pleasing. And you can have a damage modifier on this. I'd like to scale it to 2 times damage so we won't get penalized for having this on very hard. But we'll leave it on nothing for now. 471 damage isn't terrible, and a legendary effect is there if you need it. Alright, I'll be sure to create a couple more of these. Some of them are going to be unsuppressed, so you can hear what this thing sounds like loud and proud. We'll move on to where we usually shoot people. Alrighty, so here we are in Gunners Plaza, and here's the DSR sniper rifle, immediately cutting off half of my field of vision. Great. Also, what's the scope like? Yeah, it's not too bad. I think that might be the equivalent of a medium scope, which is tolerable. Usually in Fallout 4, I like to have just short scopes for this because sometimes it works in this place, but yeah, short scopes are definitely more easy to use when it comes to inside this place. Also, this thing is really quiet. Not like in the game that they can't hear me because it's so quiet. It's actually really quiet. I can barely hear it myself. And probably in the recording, you probably can't hear it either. But yeah, I'll try to shut up for a second so you can give it a listen. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem very loud at all. Not sure how he missed that shot. I guess something got in the way. And yep, this thing will be nice and accurate in VATS because it's got a big old scope on it. It's a sniper rifle, so its accuracy stat is immediately high. That translates into good VATS accuracy. What about over here? Yep, 95% chance to whatever we can hit. Even if it's partially obscured, just get that right leg in view. Okay, like an instant VATS kill, I suppose. So yep, if you've got this thing and using it in VATS, it's probably a good idea to do that. Also, that hipfire, obviously increased by the bipod, might actually be a nice sort of thing. I didn't actually get a look at this in third person. We'll do that in a second. But first of all, just want to hipfire this person, or I could just shoot him like that. Okay, now we're in danger. My stealth has failed, so we'll go up nice and close and probably hit him in third person because, oh my god, the hunting rifle glitch of cranking the bolt and then being in third person causes it to reload is still around. That is an annoying bug, by the way. It happens in Fallout 76 too. So looking at this thing in third person, there's like a mag there, but it's like a bullpup weapon. I don't know what's going on with this, but yeah, there's a bit of clipping going on. I'm not sure if this one was designed to be like proportional to the weapons, because I think what you should do for any weapon mod is that you you gotta look at what the assault rifle does, where its grip is, where it extends out. Say if you were doing something like an assault rifle, maybe a handmade rifle, because your foregrip isn't super low on that one compared to other weapons. First of all, you look at where the grip is and look where the stock ends. That should be where your baseline is, and that way you can probably get away with your weapon not clipping through you, especially when in third person like this. When you're moving around like that, though, it's fine. But that's just how that's just how it works in Fallout 4. Some of the time you don't even put the stock on your shoulder. Sneak attack critting everything seems to be a good idea. And it's in the leveled lists. I didn't mention before, but this mod is still in alpha, so there's a long way to go with this thing until it's refined properly. But for what it's worth, it's doing pretty good so far, at least in the performance side. I do like the models and textures. There's good glow maps here. The specula's not off the chart, so it doesn't look super shiny either. So it's got a little bit of wear on it. The scope lens is pretty good. Okay. Now Captain Bridget's shooting at us. Let's switch over to our loud and proud one with an even bigger scope. I think this one is still 6 times, though. It's just the non-CPU scope. So we'll go ahead and shoot her in VATS a little bit. I'll be quiet so you can hear it. Don't forget to reload. Yeah, mag goes in, bullets go out. I'll actually like the sounds of this thing firing without a suppressor, but we are losing out a little bit of damage since having the suppressor does give us Ace Operator, which makes us do a Psycho's worth of damage, 25% plus. Don't think that was a sneak attack critical though, so that's why we didn't nail her in one shot. That second one was for sure though. Attack of the Clones it is. Hey, that's a War Daddy sniper rifle or anti-material rifle. I can't believe I hid behind this piece of wood that I can walk through the bullets can't pass through. Can I shoot you, by the way? Is this like a glitch spot that I've never really noticed? You know, of all the time I've been in here, I'm pretty sure I've noticed this before, but I forgot about it. I'll go for a crit on you, or just a headshot. We could go for a crit. So this one doesn't seem quite as accurate, although the penetrator bonus here makes it a 95% chance for the headshot, probably due to the sniper perk and McCready's companion perk too. And I think that is about it. So even in close quarters, you can actually do quite well. The weapon is going to be in your face, but if you aim down sights, funnily enough, that gives you less tunnel vision than holding it like that. And you've also got the option to switch into third person. Just be sure to have pneumatic armor bits for your chest piece, because you will get staggered a little bit more when in third person. We'll move on to a little bit more further ranges. Alright, so this one I've boosted the damage a little bit, and we've also got a 20 times scope on it, which is an extreme close-up. See those textures? This is why there isn't a 20 times scope in this game. I do like the scope texture though. I think that might be in the vanilla game, because I've seen this pop up in a variety of mods, so, you know, that's kind of cool. We'll start off with some crappy raiders, I guess. You know, I've got a philosophy when it comes to using scopes on sniper rifles. If you can tell the color of their eyes when you aim at them, I feel like that's a little bit too much. We'll get him next time. There we go. Didn't exactly get him in one shot, but we got him in a follow-up. Again, it's kind of weak for a 50 to do so little damage, especially to a raider that is dressed in little bits of sheet metal, but whatever. We must suspend our disbelief in the name of balance. Is this thing balanced? Possibly. I mean, I'm playing on big boy very hard difficulty, so it's always going to be a little bit behind what you'd have with a normal thing. But now we're getting sneak attack criticals. We can one-shot a dusky bear with this, so that's pretty good, I suppose. Gerald's over there being attacked by various dudes, and we actually out of range, or did it just miss like an idiot? We weren't out of range. I must have just missed. Maybe there's like some spread at this range, a little bit of bullet deviation at this range that we're not usually used to seeing, because generally I wouldn't fire a target that close. Speaking of a target that close, oh, I forgot that the telephone boxes were impenetrable even with the penetrator perk, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And despite this thing having a 20 times scope on it, its AP usage is surprisingly efficient. In comes a bullet. See how it does. Well, kills him with 4,200 damage, I think I saw. And you over there. Didn't quite nail him in one shot. I might have been detected at this point. 1739 damage. Does that mean he's got like 1800 hit points? That actually might mean he's got like 1800 hit points. Maybe a bit more. Around about 1800. Well, now that we do know that, we can say that these super mutants are in fact tanky bastards. They don't have nearly that much in Fallout 76, although everything has been sort of reshuffled. What was that noise? I don't know. So he was the bloke that I shot up on the balcony before, so that's cool, I guess. Just gotta scan the surroundings. Yeah, this scope is way too much. It's silly. But yeah, if you're really keen to sit from Sanctuary and snipe a dude from, I don't know, maybe you want to snipe a dude from the top of the mass fusion tower. Ooh, those textures. Yeah, you could probably do that, especially with a 40 times scope. That's like if anything spawns when you're up that high. I don't think they would. Maybe if you've got one of those mods that alters the game and what creatures spawn in. Maybe you've got a beastly PC that can handle NPCs being spawned in thousands of meters away. Let's just go 3 criticals on this because it's a lot more efficient than me taking the aim shots because I get extra damage out of it. Here it comes, Super Mutant. Sometimes having gore off is a little bit of a disappointment because I wouldn't mind having their heads pop open like that before. And I saw a vertibird there, but I wasn't. I need to get out of the habit of shooting them on sight because now in Fallout 4 that they're Brotherhood of Steel vertibirds. We don't dog the boys like that. I found you too, eventually. Like half of my screen was cut off. I've got no peripheral vision on my right side, so it's sort of hard. Also, that vertibird is attacking Gerald and all of his super mutant friends. That is not going to last long at all. But what we'll do is we'll try to get some gun food nonsense happening. Just kidding. We can't actually target anymore, but that's a nice shot to the back of his head. I can't believe that thing is still surviving after all of this. Right. Looks like the super mutants are well engaged with that, so with that in mind, we'll just go ahead and hit them one by one, I suppose. Maybe I should call in Savage. That'd be cool. Having my own vertibird support that fires rockets instead of just lame bullets that do barely any damage. Was that like 2 points of damage? Don't forget to reload. This is a glitch that happens with revolvers, not hunting rifles. I really don't know why it happens, honestly. Probably just some random ass bugs. Oh, look at the glowing barrel of the minigun. I missed that in Fallout 76. Alright, you can die, friend. We didn't kill him? We didn't actually kill him. That's okay, we can immediately follow it up with that. He's getting too close. He's just bobbing around. I can't keep track of him, not even with my superior mouse accuracy. Then again, my aim is pretty lazy in this because I'm using bats a lot of the time. We might die to Gerald here, actually. We can't get in... Oh, wait, no, we've got the sniper of bonus. We might be okay, provided we can just keep on hitting him like this. Just keep on hitting him. Don't ever stop. Aim down sights and... Ugh! No, too close, too close. Alright, we got some AP back now. Go for a critical when we can just to increase the damage even more. I might switch back to the suppressed one because we might get less damage out of it or around the same amount of damage. Don't forget to reload. This is important. But we're going to be at least... maybe it'll take up less AP if we're using a regular or a shorter range scope. And that is a lot more tolerable. See? Yeah. There's a reason why the long scopes are only like 8 times, I think. 10 times? I don't know. I think they're 10 times. But yeah, there's a reason because even the medium ones there, you can see quite fine with them. So what the hell is going on with the camera? Alright, he's ragdolled once again. Lucky me. We'll keep on shooting him. I think that's another ragdoll there. Bought us another couple of seconds there. And that one too. We've now got a full AP bar once more. We're almost back into caution there for a second, which would have been pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit him up in the vats once more. See, I would have nailed his ass already if I had the ability to sneak attack crit. That's why I always do it. There's no reason not to run a sneak build in Fallout 4 at all. Alright, just run. Break the pathing. Hopefully the vertibird has gone away. Oh, I forgot this guy. Well, there goes the vertibird. Hopefully now we'll be able to get sneak attack criticals because... Oh, look at that dude ragdolling out of there. You don't usually see a ragdoll ragdoll power armor dude ragdolling. Let me just try that again. Also, I missed a super mutant up there. Okay, for the good of my sneak attack criticals, you might have to go away, Mr. Brotherhood man. Yeah. To speed this kill up, you need to leave. Although... Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. No survivors. No one will notice it. I'm sure Winter won't mind. Alright, going for those sneak attack criticals now. That's the stuff. That's what I wanted. It's all about the sneak attack criticals. A little bit out of range now. I probably can afford to creep up a little bit more at this point. There we go. 1k damage without those criticals. That's what you want. Okay, that might be another Brotherhood witness I need to kill before he reports to Maxon. Yeah, he's definitely aggroed Swan again. You're gonna have to stop, friend. There we go. Just kidding, they're not dead, they're only knocked out. I'm not a traitor to the Brotherhood of Steel. Perish the thought. At least we got Gerald to do a nice cartwheel. Okay. Thank you for your amazing display. I hope they got a stunt double for that. That looked painful. Okay, so I think we've spent enough time with this thing to get a general idea of what it is. It is an alpha, but a solid weapon in performance, and it looks good. Something needs to be done about the scaling. Maybe new animations will help it, but I think the weapon is generally too big for a Fallout player to hold, so maybe scale it down a little bit, redesign it. I think you'll be fine. Cutting off that whole stock there might have been good. Just cutting it off right behind the mag will probably solve most of the problems, but you'll, you know, sacrifice some of that cool aesthetic that you get. But yep, that's about enough from me. Thank you for watching, guys. Links in the description if you want it. PC only, as far as I know.